Hey guys, welcome back to Die Jesus. My name is Maple.
And I'm Arianna.
And today we are watching Breaking Bad. We're on season 4, episode 8.
I fear for my family. I'm sure they'll be fine.
We cutting it back?
I am told the assassin that survived is gravely injured. Now, thank me and shake my hand.
I would assume so because the end of the last episode was when Hank was revealing that he had the finger.
Oh, yeah, that he thinks Gus
Yeah.
is like...
What's happening?
We're on the right season, right?
24.
Yeah, because it says
Season 4, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Episode 8.
Are working with Mexican law enforcement in an attempt to identify the deceased suspect.
Oh crap! Did they take out Tio too?
He's cranky, but he's just an old man.
Mm-hmm.
Your nephews grew impatient. They continued to press me for my permission to kill Walter White. When I wouldn't give it, they settled instead for DEA agent Schrader. Marco was shot in the face and died instantly. Leonel lingered for several hours.
This is the first time we're hearing their full names.
The warning call to the DEA agent. Juan Bolsa may have some insight into who placed it. But yesterday, the federales raided his hacienda, and in the confusion, Juan was shot dead. At any rate, I thought you should hear it from me.
Dang, that sucks. And to have that much anger and not even be able to express yourself. Yo, Daddy Gus is
bobbing
cold.
for apples. Yeah, for real.
His eyes were so dead with that last statement. What was that little Easter egg?
I don't know. Maybe it's like somebody spilled something in the pool. They always try to trick me. Maybe it's not blood. Get wasted by the pool and drop your wine in there. I don't know.
This is the loud machine with the magnets.
MRI.
No, this is the PET CT scan, positron emission tomography.
That's when you get the fluid, make you feel like you pissed yourself.
Pair that with the computed X-ray tomography.
I mean, one minute I'm starting a new business. My wife and I are thinking about having kids. I mean, life as I know it will never...
Excuse me. Yes, I'm waiting to hear a progress report on that thing we discussed. So call me.
Anyway, so for me, that's been the biggest wake-up call. Letting go, giving up control. And it's like they say, you know, man plans and God laughs.
That is such bullet. Never give up control. Live life on your own terms. To hell with your cancer. I've been living with cancer for the better part of a year. Right from the start, it's a death sentence. That's what they keep telling me. Every life comes with a death sentence. So
I am death.
I'm in here for my regular scan, knowing full well.
I am the one who reaps.
Times. Even today. I'm gonna hear some bad news. But until then, who's in charge? Me.
You got me good that time, Maple.
Who's your daddy?
Daddy, chill.
That's how I live my life.
But you're not in charge. Like, your existence literally is hanging on a thread.
Dude. For real.
Oh God,
This residue here is why we descale with cool water from the walk-in and not water from the tap, remember? Do it again, please. Pollos Hermanos, where something delicious is always cooking. Yes, detective.
This is interesting.
Well, you know they won't find him because you killed him.
And then vatted him, literally. Put him in a barrel.
He gone. Oh, snap.
Well, should we get started?
Yeah.
I'd like to record this conversation if that's
I'm like-
okay.
Of course.
The DEA is working on an investigation which may overlap with my own, so I've asked them to sit in with us today.
Gus, we all appreciate your coming in here to talk to us, but you have the right to have an attorney present also.
I love that guy's voice.
Can't see how that would be necessary. But then again, I have no idea why I'm here. Please, very anxious to find out what this is all about.
Sir, your fingerprints were found at a crime scene,
Really?
a drug-related homicide.
Gail Bedeker's apartment. 15 years ago, I established a chemistry scholarship at UNM. I named it after Maximino Arciniega, a dear friend of mine who died too young. Gail was a recipient of this scholarship.
And Mr. Bedecker graduated in.
1999.
That sounds right.
And you kept in regular contact with him over all this time?
Oh, no, I hadn't seen Gail for years, till I ran into him a few weeks ago.
Ran into him where?
At the restaurant. Ran into isn't quite accurate, as I assume he came by to reestablish contact with me. We caught up briefly. He invited me to dinner the following night, and I accepted. Perhaps a week later, I read about him in the paper. Drug-related, you said?
It's a good possibility.
The paper made no mention of that. I assumed that it was a random crime.
So after years of no contact, he shows up in your restaurant, remakes your acquaintance, and invites you to dinner?
No, he wanted money. No, he didn't come right out and say that. He spoke in terms of a vague investment opportunity. But it was my suspicion, yes, as to why he invited me into his home. He was a very, very talented chemist. But for reasons I never understood, he was more interested in taking shortcuts than what could have been a very promising career. Personal shortcomings notwithstanding, he was a warm, gentle person.
Damn.
At any rate, I declined his business offer.
Can you tell us where you were on the night of Wednesday, the 23rd, at around 8 p.m.? Not an accusation, just a question.
No, I understand. Let's see. I was at a fundraiser at Presbyterian Hospital.
Anyone else?
Damn, he's airtight.
All of it can be checked.
He's airtight.
Sorry, yeah, just one other thing. Is Gustavo Fring your real name?
Is it my real name?
I know you're a Chilean national, but there are no records of you ever living there. I mean,
He didn't have an answer for that.
Immigrated to Mexico in 1986, and then a couple years later, you were granted an entry visa to the United States. There's no record of Gustavo Fring ever having existed in Chile, which I find, I don't know, strange.
No, really, it isn't. General Pinochet's government was guilty of a great many sins. First and foremost were its human rights abuses. But it was also notoriously unreliable at keeping records. I'm sure if you keep digging, you'll find me. Hope that I was of some small help.
You were, absolutely.
I wonder if that's like an alibi he's had like forever. He's a little twitchy though.
He's pissed.
Yeah.
He's so fucking angry because this just caused. Oh, Walter. Oh, if he wasn't dead before, he's dead now.
Are we buying?
This thing with his name, what are you thinking there?
Sure, the record keeping in South America is hit or miss. I mean, we run into that all the time, right? We usually find something. Maybe before 86, this guy's a ghost.
The State Department wasn't satisfied with his records. They want to naturalize him.
No, maybe, but he emigrated from Mexico in 89. You know, the state just wasn't as tough on background checks pre 9/11.
I was definitely curious when his print showed up at Bedecker's apartment, but for me, the scholarship thing explains it.
Well, I'll admit to a certain degree of bias. This man has been a long-time friend of DEA. I thought his story was credible.
Well, I agree. I think it was a good story. One day he's reading a newspaper and sees that someone he just had dinner with, someone he thought a lot of, was murdered. Didn't call you or one of his other cop friends to share his connection with the case or ask about the investigation.
We can't predicate a criminal investigation on a person not making phone calls.
I want to follow up on the scholarship, the alibi, but my overall impression, I believed him.
Hey, Tiger, how's it hanging?
Good.
Very nice. What's the damage?
$1,200 a month. I did a lot of research, and for this neighborhood, that's a pretty good deal.
You kidding me? That's a great deal. Speaking of which, that's for the week. Plus, there's a little extra in there for any move-related incidentals.
Thank you.
It wasn't until the 5th grade that I found out she liked me, too. But by then, her family had moved to Scottsdale, so...
Oh, young love.
Carpe diem, okay?
Okay.
Good boy.
So, you'll thank Jesse again from both of us.
You got it.
Have you heard that TikTok that's like, as
So
the
is he-
French say,
How's he doing?
sous la vu?
Jesse?
That's great.
It's like, you say it completely wrong.
Ooh.
He's good. He's busy.
How is it?
Space, lots of light. It's a little garden out back. It's nice.
Brock?
Hey, look, I don't mind dropping checks off every week like Ed McMahon, but if you really want to know how they're doing, why don't you go see for yourself?
I'll catch you later.
Hey, you gonna need a ride home?
No.
Oh, that's how much money is in that.
Damn.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
Whatever happened with your scan? Did you get the results back?
I did. And I'm still in remission. So you're all gonna have to be stuck.
Congratulations.
What about you, Hank? How you feeling these days?
Yeah, getting there.
The other day, he had a big powwow with all the DEA muckety-mucks.
What was that about?
Nothing. It's dead end.
He won't tell me either. Apparently, it's all very hush-hush.
Hey, Walt, do me a favor? Reed's working tomorrow, and there's this gem and mineral show that's opening at the fairgrounds. Wondering if you could maybe give me a lift.
I did have one piece of morganite that was very special. It had been heat treated, so it had that classic cast to it, that rose, almost salmon hue.
There's no rock show, okay? I just said that so Marie wouldn't freak.
Hank, where we're going?
Oh my God. Yo.
All right. You ready for your mind to be blown?
Sure.
Gustavo Fring. Remember him?
Yeah, the fun run guy. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Well, I suspect. I can't prove it, mind you, but I suspect the man's a drug dealer. Methamphetamine. I mean, honest to God, this guy is maybe one of the biggest movers in the Southwest. Remember Gail Bedecker? That's the sad sack from the karaoke videotape? And you said that he didn't strike you as being the boss man type, that probably there was a much bigger guy out there, right?
Hank, that was just speculation.
Doesn't matter. It made me keep at it. Chicken Man's fingerprints at Bedecker's murder scene. So we bring him in.
You think that Gustavo Fring killed Gail Bedecker?
Oh, yeah, probably not. On these guys, he gets, like a dunce to pull the trigger, right? But his fingerprints being there was enough for us to bring him in. So
you brought him into the police.
He sits down to talk with us. The problem is that he...
What did you ask him? What did he say?
You let me finish my story here.
Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself, my guy.
Interested.
Giving yourself away.
All right, well, anyway, so we bring him in, and he proceeds to kick our asses, okay? He's got an explanation for the fingerprints, all right? I mean, he's got reasons for everything. This guy is terms of endearment convincing.
So he's not guilty?
Yeah, as far as DEA and APD are concerned, he's not. Something deep down says he's my guy. Just gotta prove it.
Yeah, you did it to yourself, my guy. Or use it to your advantage again.
Why are you telling
With
me
this
this?
plant seeds. Seedlings.
I need a favor. See that Volvo station wagon over there? What I need for you to do is stick this on it.
Just say no.
GPS tracker. 289 from Sky Mall. Unfortunately, it's not live view, so we got to come back later and take it off.
Hank, isn't that illegal? I mean, isn't there some sort of unlawful search and
that's
something that really...
It's known as extra legal, but it's easy. Okay, here's what you do. Tie your shoelace, and you head toward the as you're walking past the car, you look down. Oh, hey, Dawn, my shoe's untied. You
This is
stick this up into the wheel well.
Awful.
You go inside, and
I don't feel good about this at all.
I know that this kind of thing is outside your comfort
No,
zone.
I mean, this is a mistake.
I mean, this is really important. I mean, Jesus, just you make me beg you. Come on, just stick it in there.
That's what she said.
Just act normal.
This is like literally worst case scenario from top to bottom.
Oh my God.
May I help you?
Sir,
May I help you?
I didn't do it. See, I didn't do it.
But do it.
Yeah.
May I help you with your order?
What the hell is...
sure it was secure.
I mean, at least the, like, pure panic feels true, you know? Because he's actually scared. Like, hey,
like, is this bad? But he's scared not because that's illegal.
Yeah.
Like, he's scared because he doesn't want freaking...
He doesn't want another reason to die.
Yeah, well, that's already set in motion, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh,
my heart's like, I can hear it beating in my ears. I'm so stressed.
I swear to God, I thought I was driving the man to a gem and mineral show. And all of a sudden he has me pulling into your restaurant and telling me that he's investigating you. You and I, we've had our differences, but I would never.
Feels like somebody's gonna come out of the dark.
Go to the cops. No, for real.
Evidence-wise, has nothing. He's operating on pure conjecture. No. One person that he works with thinks that you are anyone other than an owner of a fast food chain. But if something were to happen to Hank, then that would only draw their attention to you and therefore to me as well. We have a mutual interest in resolving this without violence. I will make sure that he discovers.
Oh, man. So goes that, like, I don't...
Jesse! What? Oh, hey, don't wait to be, like, invited.
Dude, look at that shirt.
Oh, bling bling.
No, like Ed Hardy on crack.
Every time I come around the club, bling bling.
The thing that you were supposed to do. I assume you haven't done it. You didn't lose it, did you? You would tell me if you lost it, right?
Oh, Jesus. Creamy to get it done? Go do it yourself.
If he didn't see me coming like he's some kind of... Hey, look, our timetable has advanced. You have got to make this meeting happen this week. Tonight, if possible.
Oh, tonight? Wow. What are you, high?
My brother-in-law, my DEA agent brother-in-law, he's on to Gus.
Yeah, because of you, homie.
Literally you. If you would just let it go.
What if this is like math or algebra? And you add a plus douchebag to a minus douchebag, and you get like 0 douchebags.
I've got some math for you. Hank catching Gus equals Hank catching us.
Yeah, well, he's got...
Kill Hank.
That's all I can say.
How would you know that?
Because...
They have to kill Hank. I don't think killing Gus would help at all.
Like your boy anywhere near him?
So you haven't even seen him since that time at the diner?
Say no, Jesse.
You're losing it, Walt.
All right.
You have to kill Hank.
You need to tell Mike that you are worried about Hank's investigation. Hank already knows who you are.
Or they need to start like some psychological warfare on him or something to make him like, you know how they did like the motorhome thing?
Good fodder
Yes.
for you to request a sit down with Gus so you can discuss what you would say in case Hank brings you in for questioning.
Why would that meeting make any
He's
sense?
just gonna tell me to shut my mouth if I get busted. He ain't gonna set up no meeting.
Well, then insist on it, damn it. Act panicked. Gus's ass is on the line. He will meet with you if he thinks that you're a liability.
No, he will waste me if he thinks I'm a liability. Whatever, man. I'm gonna take a piss.
There's got to be a
so
better way to,
demanding.
like, have it get back to Gus and not be tracked to Walt. It's not like, what's he doing? Keeping books of how much he pays Walt's name? And, like, he's not getting a 1099.
I think you, I got a phone call. Anything important?
Walter, you were being just
I mean, he's paranoid for good reason. I get it, but
unhinged. There could be a solution for him if he just calmed the down.
that's
for
how
like
I feel.
2 seconds.
He's super intelligent. I don't, like, you know what I mean? There's got to be some way.
Neither the DEA nor the APD considers you a person of interest.
Schrader's looking into you totally on his lonesome.
From what I hear, he'd be committing career suicide if he were to mention you to Merkert again.
No warrant for the tracking device on my car.
No. Guy's gone totally maverick. He's Miss Daisy with binoculars. We watch our backs, make sure we don't throw him any bones. He'll never make a case.
What about Chile?
If I can't find any trace of you before 89, I seriously doubt Schrader can.
Seems to me the bigger problem's the cartel. And we can handle them if that's all we've got on our plate. But dealing with both Schrader and the Mexicans...
Oh, yeah, because they had that meeting.
If he happens to be watching when they make a move...
It could be the perfect storm.
Thank you.
There's ostriches over there.
Oh my God, they're
Or emus?
a big dinosaur-like bird, is what I'm hearing.
The cartel has given me its ultimatum, to which I've said no. DEA agent Schrader, he's a concern. He's looking into my past. Is today the day, Hector?
What do they have, like some...
Gustavo, siéntate, me estás poniendo nervioso. Es un buen plan. Confía en ti mismo, todo va a salir bien.
Oh.
I mean, he definitely said, like in that first flashback, that he didn't trust him. Oh.
I mean, literally anywhere else.
Like, he just walked out of the house.
Les gusta lo que ven.
Ooh, he was an asshole.
Los pollos hermanos. Me gusta su restaurante.
Muy bien, gracias.
Carne oscura y carne blanca. A mí no me parecen hermanos.
Ese pollo que cocinan, se lo juro por mi madre, que es el más sabroso en todo México.
Gracias, don Hilario. Es un gran honor. Max es el chef. Todos los halagos son para él.
Gustavo, demasiado modesto.
Si tu socio es el chef, ¿quién eres tú? No me digas que solamente estás para probar la comida.
Yo me encargo de las operaciones.
Qué bien, qué bien. Pero dígame una cosa. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque cuando yo mando a mis hombres a su restaurante, si no regresan endrogados, metanfetamina.
Wow, it sounds so much cooler in Spanish.
Muestras.
Muestras.
Bueno, nosotros no encontramos otra manera de llamarle la atención.
Eso es la cocaína para los pobres.
Yo soy bioquímico de profesión y la metanfetamina que nosotros hacemos es mucho más superior a la llamada biker crank, que como ustedes le dicen.
Este producto es la droga del futuro. Triplicaría sus ganancias. Quizás hasta la cuadruplicaría.
Continúe.
En este momento, usted negocia exclusivamente con cocaína.
Don Eladio, esta nueva metanfetamina cristalizada es más adictiva, más potente que la cocaína. Pero lo más importante es que es totalmente artificial. Le podemos mostrar cómo fabricarla aquí mismo en México.
Y usted se queda con todas las ganancias.
¿Cómo no le ofreces a los invitados unas copas?
Oh, yes, this is a good sign. This is a good
Bueno,
sign.
entonces, tú eres todo un talento, ¿no? ¿No? ¿No es cierto?
Okay, maybe not.
Pero...
Sí, Gustavo, él pagó por mi educación.
¿Ah, sí?
Tengo 2 licenciaturas, una de bioquímica y otra en ingeniería química.
Oh, wow.
Con la mínima inversión de capital, podemos montar un laboratorio para usted.
Yo quiero que me digas una cosa. Si tú eres el cocinero, ¿para qué lo necesito a él? ¿Por qué tengo que hacer negocio con un hombre que me falta respeto?
Le pido disculpas si no ofendí. Con mi método de conseguir esta reunión, yo simplemente tomé la iniciativa.
Don Eladio, Gustavo es un genio y le hará millones de dólares. Él es mi compañero, sí. Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo...
¡Oh, my God!
Míralo, míralo.
La única razón por la cual tú estás vivo y él no es porque yo sé quién eres tú. Pero entiéndeme bien, ya no estás en Chile.
Yo, it makes sense. That makes like that. I mean,
Consejo. Quédate con los pollos.
Oh, that caught me so off guard. I have too much eyeliner on. It will be a disaster. Whew.
oh, it's personal.
Yeah.
Look at
It's
me. Look at me. Maybe next time.
Yo, that's one.
That's crazy.
That's one part of a villain origin story. Like that is one
that's probably one of like the wildest like flashbacks we've seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So far.
I'm like shook to my core. But also clearly Gus was into something in South America though too, because he's like the only reason that he's dead and you're not is because I know who you are, but you're not in Chile anymore. Don't know what that means, but obviously he's like he paid for him to go to university, so therefore he must have had some type of income, probably coming from a drug trade or being a politician. I don't even know. I have no idea. I'm not even going to speculate because it could go so many different ways. But yeah, no, I didn't. That it wasn't on my bingo card.
Yeah, but that being like the introduction of like their relation to each other, like.
That's dark
Which
Sorry, Joe.
yeah, which like villain origin story is so true because everything that Gus has done has been literally to spite that man.
Absolutely. Well, because what
the twins,
3 nephews are dead. Tuco.
Yeah. Yep, and Tuco.
Homie's dead because when he killed the twins, he had the raid or whatever. So the other guy at the table, besides Don, whoever the head boss guy, is dead. I feel like he did something to Tio to make him cause a stroke or something because I feel like he was just being like, is today the day basically like you die or whatever? Like, is he keeping him alive just to like keep him in that body as like punishment?
No, which makes it sick that I was like,
give him something to have it.
Oh, it's sick
because then you're like, he's still just an old man.
Well, and then at the beginning I was like, oh my god, like is somebody gonna take care of him? Like, how are they gonna take care of that old man moving forward? Like, whose care is he going into and how diabolical?
It's just Gus out here footing the bill to keep this man alive and miserable.
To torture him slowly. Oh my god. All right, well, that's crazy. Yeah, for real.
If you would have told me that that's how this episode was ending, I could have never.
I was like, oh, maybe somebody got a little wild by the pool and spilled wine in there.
Right. No, it's
because I'm like, it's always Walter's
like,
pool, you know? So I was like,
a man he loves like a brother just bleeding out into that scholarship probably 110% does exist. Homie probably like scouted Gale to do it, and that's probably half the reason why he started. Oh my god, he's a genius.
Yeah,
Gus
like he
overall
went,
is literally
a genius.
A genius.
That's why I was like, he has
name.
he has all of the wit in terms of business that Walter like literally will never have.
No, because he doesn't.
Because
he's
it
not
also comes with this
he's
vendetta. Like he like literally has like.
Yeah, his will to survive and exist and everything else, it's so much bigger than Walt just like wanting to provide for his family. There's such a
like Gus is like scorned. Like he's like burned and has been tortured and like changed. Like his brain chemistry was altered. Like
because you know darn well homie went and then forced him into business with him, did all the things he wanted to do for probably like a quarter of the price that he would have originally asked for anyway. Dude, yeah. You know, and I'm sorry, and I know like Big Daddy Gus has got it out for Walt because of his piss poor choices and everything else, but he's the bad guy I want to root for. I want to root for Gus. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, he's a terrible person, but I get it.
Yeah.
Everything's, I don't know.
Gus is gonna have to go somewhere where they don't extradite people or something.
Belize?
I don't know, wherever the hell I guess P. Diddy went.
P. Diddy's in Miami at Topgolf.
Is that who that is that's in trouble right now?
Yeah, P. Diddy. Yeah.
He's at Topgolf?
I literally just saw a story. I sent it to my friend. I'll have to show you. He was in Miami at Topgolf because they raided his home, but they didn't. But he was like,
oh, okay, well,
extra.
Gotta get on that
know.
Private jet. And...
I don't know nothing. All I know is
allegedly. I don't know. That's all pop culture. Who knows what the hell's going on? But
this is crazy.
All I heard was that I guess he was fleeing the country. Which
Maybe
Gus needs to do whatever that is. He needs to flee the country.
Well, they said, but that's kind of the thing, like what Mike had said though too. He's like, well, we can handle Schrader or we can handle the cartel. We can't do both at the same time right now.
Yeah, and it's like Schrader's doing his own investigation, which I mean, if they can make it look like it's the cartel, maybe there's an angle there. Make it look like he should have actually been looking into the cartel instead.
Yeah.
And
I also just feel like this somehow has to be what gets Gus out of it and makes Walt safe and everything else. Like this storyline has to be the, but at this point in time, I could not even like before I was like, there's some way like Walt's gonna figure out how to like really frame Gus and everything else, but it's clearly not gonna be that. It's gonna be something else. So
is it bad? I'm kind of rooting for Gus.
no, I'm telling you, I'm openly saying I'm rooting for Gus. He's the villain I want.
Like he is way more interesting.
Way more.
In like, and I'm sorry, but like he is
diabolical. That
he is
man.
diabolical. Like there's too much lore there for me to look over.
That's what I'm saying. And again, we'll bring it back to it. Give me a good history background on and like he's just so freaking calculated, and I just like it in every way. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Walt is a genius when it comes to chemistry, and he's got all these skills and this stuff.
Yeah,
but like,
he can cook meth.
But like, it's all the other moving pieces that Gus constantly has. Like,
but Gus is a drug lord.
Yeah, all the makings to be the best.
Yeah,
and
that's interesting.
That
and scary.
It's terrifying
and thrilling,
but it's the kind of terrifying I want. You know?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Breaking Bad with us. We will catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.